Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about money. That's my favorite subject. I've studied it a lot. And I wanted to talk about the misconceptions people have about billionaires. Now, I'm nowhere near a billionaire, but again, going down these different rabbit holes about money, I've learned a lot. And the one thing I can tell you about billionaires is that it's pretty much fake, right? So one of the rabbit holes I went down is money and how money is not real. It's all about energy. So that we'll probably save that for a different day, right? About money not being real. But the billionaires, so these billionaires, they're not really billionaires, right? So the billionaire, so it's a club, right? It means that you have been accepted into the club of influence, right? So when you get up to a certain level, let's see how I can say this. There's certain people that run this world, right? There's these bloodlines, these families, right? And, everything at the top is about power and control. That's what it's all about. And the easiest way to do that is with influence. So you are allowed to become a billionaire if somebody has vetted you from up top and you are now under their control, right? So you'll be able to do everything you want to do in the world. You'll be able to run around, hang out on yachts, have all the mega mansions. But the one thing you're not allowed to do is to change society, because that's all money is used for, because money is energy, right? So the whole point of money is to influence and change society. So this is why you see all of these celebrities, right? Rihanna, Jay-Z, Oprah, Tyler Perry, P. Diddy, and a bunch more. Why are they always just stamped with 1 billion? 1 billion. They just got 1 billion. Why not 2 or 3 or 15 or 20? It's just all 1 billion. So it's a calling card. I'm using these black people on purpose, right? It's because they've been stamped to get into the club. It's just a calling card. It's like you're allowed to have the title of billionaire. You'll be able to have all the mansions and everything you want, right? But you're not allowed to change anything in society. And that goes along with all of the other billionaires, right? Even the people that are past the $1 billion mark, all of these tech CEOs and stuff like that, when you're getting up into 15 billion, 20 billion, these people, again, they are controlled at this point. They're allowed to go past the $1 billion mark, but it's because their companies are all controlled by the system, by the people that run the system. And, at that point, what the heck? At that point, you got to play ball. Otherwise, they'll shut you down or they'll remove you from the company and you'll lose all your stuff. But yeah, a lot of people, they complain and they're mad at billionaires when, again, it's just a calling card. These people really have no power. Again, they're able to go around the world and go to these different events and buy crap, because that's all, like name brand stuff. It's all crap. It's all made in China. It's all the same thing with somebody's label just stamped on it, like everything, all of it, whether it be watches, clothes, whatever. They all get it made in China, and then it gets shipped off to Italy, and it's stamped, like finished in Italy, or looked over in Italy, or like the iPhone, it's like designed in California. It's all just the same stuff made from China. But again, they're able to get this stuff and have it and have that title, but they're not allowed to do anything with that influence, with that money of any significance, right? And again, you see other people like Taylor Swift. These people are used by the system. It goes back thousands and thousands of years. You talk about Rome when they're like, oh, give the people bread and circuses. Like, you need these entertainers to keep the people distracted from what's going on. So, you give a couple of them a few titles of billionaire, and, you let them distract the rest of the people, and then you give them, yachts and mansions and stuff like that. But these people never really do anything. They don't really have any control or any real power, when it comes to their money. Another one is what's his name? Like Magic Johnson or whatever. Like, this dude's a multi-billionaire, or I don't even know he's a multi-billionaire, but the same thing. You see a video every now and again, and he's in like Saint Tropez on his yacht hanging out, but he really has no power. It's just he's part of the club, and he gets to project his influence on the rest of the people to keep them distracted, but again, he has no power. And that's the whole point of money. It's not to buy toys and junk and clothes. It's to change and shape the minds and hearts of humans, which they're not allowed to do. So again, these people, like, a lot of them are like, oh man, like, I'm so sick of these billionaires, or I don't like billionaires, or why are they a billionaire? It's literally just a calling card. They don't have $1 billion sitting anywhere, you know, and they can't influence society on that level, or they can't change anything on that level. You know, they've signed away their life to the club. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just talk about billionaires for a second, because, you know, so many people have these misconceptions about these billionaires, and again, it's just a calling card. You know, again, they could still go out and purchase, you know, junk items, stuff, watches, cars, clothes, yachts, but, you know, they have no power to actually use that money to influence society, because, you know, they're in the club, and if they start to try to change society for the better, you know, they're out of the club, you know. So yeah, just something to think about. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave that one there. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, do the whole thing. I'll catch you guys on that next one. Peace.